Hey guys, welcome back to FTG. Today we're going to go over some gear. If you've noticed already, Buckskin Gunfighter, he has already posted modifications for the United States Marine Corps issued Gen 2 plate carrier. What we're going to be doing is we're going to go over a small mini series that kind of focuses on gear, kit setup, recommendations, companies, what they provide, and kind of overall just lessons learned, things we've pulled from experience. None of this, and I'm going to repeat this again, I say again, none of this is us telling you how you should wear your gear or what you should do. This is all personal opinion. You do however, whatever, why ever you want to do with your gear. We are just showing some things that we have learned from the past that works for us. And hopefully you guys pull something from it and you can apply it or employ it on your kit, your system that might help you. You may be looking for a solution for a problem that you've been struggling with for a while, and voila, you found it in this video. I hope that's the outcome, and I hope you guys take something away from this, productive and useful. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. In front of you, you have the HELO Strategic Heavy Chest Rig. It holds 4 magazines, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it can hold up to from 5.56 all the way to 308. It has 2 pistol elastic bands, magazine holders, a larger admin pouch, and a smaller admin pouch. Now, it can be clipped in as a chest rig into your plate carrier, meaning that you can rock this on your plate carrier, drop your plate carrier, and have your entire mission essential gear that you need still on your body, except now it's on chest rig mode, if you will. And then you can put it on. Now, what I did was I removed the elastic bands that came with them and got the Kydex inserts instead to hold the magazines in. Because if you don't get the Kydex inserts and you take the elastic bands off, the magazines can get loose and jiggle around because it can fit up to, again, I believe it's 308, I could be wrong, magazines. So the Kydex inserts work pretty well, but you have to buy them separately. I left this elastic band because what I do here is I will leave these 3 magazines, take out the Kydex insert and the magazine in here, and insert this magazine into my weapon system, and then a Prick 152 actually fits perfectly into this far one on the left. I'm a right-handed shooter, so I will manipulate the radio with my left hand. That's why this one is here. I will then add my backup battery for my 152 into here, as well as a optics cleaning cloth and a speed loader for stripper clips. I don't run a pistol because my job doesn't require me to, so instead I had a Leatherman multi-tool and a Surefire flashlight. And in here I would have my tools, protractors, map pens, anything admin that I would need that is mission essential. Then on the back here is the Shaw Concepts plate carrier pack. And this would actually clip in, to your surprise, to the back of my plate carrier. This is great for long, sustained operations. When I say long, I'm talking you're there for no less than a day, no longer than 3 to 4 days max, unless you can ration out your stuff and really work on close to nothing. Now, the reason why I was running these 2 items on my plate carrier, and they both clip in and they both work very well with the plate carrier, is that I was track, so I was mechanized, and then I was truck, so then I was mounted companies, right? So I had a lot of space. And whenever we got infilled, we were there for, at the very least, a day, if not longer. And so I needed all of this. I needed something where that could last me a while. I needed something where I could carry as much as I could in one go with essentially not having to carry either an assault pack or a main pack. And even then, sometimes I would still need an assault pack or a main pack, and I would just throw the Shaw Concepts plate carrier pack into that bigger backpack. Now that I'm HELO company, and because I'm HELO, the space inside the bird is very, very minimal. You don't have a lot of space, so I can't have as much width and breadth, if you will, when it comes to the gear that I carry on my body directly on my plate carrier. So I had to remove all of this. I'm not getting rid of it. This, by far, has been one of the best setups I've run to date. So I'm keeping this for when the time comes that I need it, and I'm just going to swap it out and put it on my current plate carrier when needed. And the new one that I the new setup that I'm using is this one. Now, if you've seen one of my other videos, you will notice that I rock a lot of the same stuff in my other video with the gear. I'm going to break it down in similar style. Top down, left, right. So starting from the top, BDS Tactical shoulder pads. I swear by these. I've had these for 3 to 4 years. I will probably never get a different shoulder pad unless some crazy shoulder pad comes out that makes me invincible to bullet wounds. I don't know. But the stitching hasn't come undone. The Velcro has remained intact. And the most important part is the elastic webbing. I've put these things through hell. I've put so much crap through these elastic webbings that you would think that the elasticity would be gone by now. It has not. It has remained. And then it's wide enough to where when you're weighed down with extra gear, that it's spread loaded across your shoulders and traps where it's not actually annoying. Moving down here to the left, I have a Marine Corps issued Invictus dual comm push to talk, and how I kept the cable management how it is, because if you look at it, you can't really tell there's cables on there, can you? At least at first glance. But I took the 6-pin adapter, and we're going to follow this, and I went up through the molly, and then back down behind the molly, behind my ATAC molly mount, back up, and then back down again. So a big kind of like U, if you will. So up and over, down and up, and then up and over. And then from here, right here, I will have my ATAC, and that consists of my Juggernaut case, the Galaxy S8 I got off eBay, $80, refurbished and used, however it's been wiped and cleaned, and the ATAC software that sits in the phone. ATAC is a whole nother worth a whole nother video. That's a different rabbit hole we can get into later. Then, as you can see, I have my hydration hose through the elastic, and then a cattail antenna, the squad leader type, running through as well for my radio. If you can tell, I don't have a radio pouch here yet. We just got word that we're getting a different type of radio. It's no longer going to be the 152. So I'm not going to speak on the new type of radio that we're going to get. I'm not sure how much of it I can divulge, but I'm going to go ahead and just skip the radio part because I have to get a different one because of how recent this new type has been pushed down to us. So then I have over here on the far left, this is a winglet that holds my oh shit mag. This magazine is my last magazine that I'm going to touch. This magazine essentially is the magazine that's completely on the other side of my body. I'm a right-handed shooter, so you can imagine how difficult it would be for me to get to a magazine all the way on the opposite end to reload the normal way, which is keeping my shooting hand on the pistol grip and using my left hand to pull out this magazine. Again, this is my oh shit magazine. I'm not using this unless I'm shit out of luck. Then I have an elastic tourniquet holder. This is my primary tourniquet that I use. It's right here in the front, easy to grab. If I'm down and you run up to me, this is super noticeable, easy to see. And I can just rip it right out. It's upside down, so when it's on my body, if I need to use it, self-aid, buddy aid, corpsman aid, then I can just pull it right down and out. Then obviously my 3 magazines. And then behind my 3 magazines, I have a fixed Benchmade blade. And this is zip tied into the molly of the front panel. I took the front panel and I tucked it into the kangaroo pouch behind the Velcro. Also, I have a Thule Marine Corps. This is from FY 2021, so it definitely needs to get updated. When I get a chance, I'll find a new one. This is from Mission Essential Gear. And then breaking this front panel down, all it is, and I know a lot of people are going to freak out. You're going to say, how can you trust just Velcro? I'm telling you, I put it through the test. I even went as far as doing a hand-to-hand combat scenario with someone I know. And the goal was to see, would this hold or will it come straight off? About 8 to 9 out of the 10 times that we tried it, it stayed on and there was no issue. The only time that it got snagged up was when he purposely went for this and he kind of pulled it off. Even then, he struggled trying to pull this off. But if you don't know that this is just Velcro, you don't know and you're not going to go for it. And even then, if you're focused on this, you're not focused on what my hands are doing. So you can remove this. And all this is just, again, three magazine Velcro insert, and then you have a winglet tourniquet holder. Put that back. And then you have the spear tube adapters for the Shaw Concept minimal cummerbunds. And then here's the winglet. And honestly, when I tell you the winglet is it 17 bucks? I believe it's like 17 something dollars off Amazon. It's an airsoft winglet. It does the job. I've had no problem with it. A lot of people get real weird when it comes to like buying airsoft gear, which understandably you're like, oh, it's airsoft gear. But those guys go hard. They try and get it as realistic as they can, because to a lot of airsofters, it's like, you don't want to buy the crappy stuff, even though it's airsoft. So they still put work and effort into getting, close to the real thing, which isn't bad. Honestly, I haven't had a problem with it. So anyways, this is the front. I'll go ahead and put this back. Slap it right back on there. We'll put these back. Tools back. And this is all, obviously I can manage it and get to it all from the front. And if I had to, I can do it one-handed. I don't need like two hands to work any of this stuff. But as you can see, like I said before, since I'm HELO now, I don't really want a wider profile. So there's nothing on my side cummerbunds except for, all right, this is where everyone in the comments freaks out about how I'm in the Marine Corps and I'm wearing multicam. Get over it. It's used by the majority of the DoD. Obviously, it works and people are using it for a reason. If it's that bad and you guys literally can't accept the fact that a Marine is using multicam, we can have a discussion offline. And then if it really gets pushed to that point, I'll just spray paint it tan, because you guys can't fathom multicam on a Marine. Anyways, I have here a grenade pouch in the rear. And again, you might be questioning, why is it in the rear? It's because this isn't for me. This grenade pouch is for the guy behind me in the stack who needs to access some sort of HE before we go into a room, or if we're about to do a frag battle drill and I'm holding security in front and he's the guy with the grenade, he can grab it from there. For here on the left is a antenna relocator for the 152. Again, I told you we're moving away from the 152. We're getting different radios. However, the concept remains the same. If I want to use a blade or whip antenna or whatever new antenna that ends up coming down the pipe, I can put it in here and it's not in the way in the front. The reason why I have this, even though I have the cattail antenna, is because this is great. I love it. It's just when it gets in very thick vegetation, or once I get to a point where I'm so many buildings away, it starts to lose functionality. And so that's why I have a backup, right? 1 is none, 2 is 1. And then moving on to the actual back panel itself. So this came in today, actually. I just got this today. And how I was talking about the Shaw Concept plate carrier pack, I also think that this is a better option for the mission profile that I'm doing. It's smaller, it's slimmer, and it's more condensed, and it suits my needs because realistically, I don't need such a big backpack on my back when it comes to a HELO raid where I'm going in and coming out. Now, I'm going to go over this real quick. It actually has, if you can tell on the rear here, it has a small little cutout for your hose, and it goes on both sides. So that way, your hose, you don't have to leave like this opening in the top and you have to worry about your zippers. And it's both sides, and that's what I love about it. So what I do is I just put it from here on the right side, and I put it in through these straps, ran it through under my oh shit handle, and it comes back around over the top. And so because I'm a right-handed shooter, I'm trying to keep as much space on my right side free, so my chin, I can get a good cheek weld, nothing's in the way of my jawline, my neck, my face, just the less stuff in the way from me actually getting a good sight picture, the better. So it comes over my left side. Now, through here, you have these G-hooks. I don't know if you can see it, but these G-hooks can come out and come off, and they open up, and you can do both. I'm not going to do these bottom ones. You can do the bottom ones. And they open up to where you have a space where you can put your Kevlar in. And then your Kevlar will go inside if you undo all 4 of them. And now you have a Kevlar holder, and then it clips back on. And you just unravel these straps, and then you have that. Also, what I thought was pretty cool is, like I said before, HELO company, we do more so our focus is raids. That's what our mission set is. And raids are just quick on the fly. Most of the time it's urban stuff. But there's a beaver tail in here that I can pull down. Like so. And now what I can do here is, if I have to, I can put bolt cutters, I can put, whatever I may need in here, and it will stay in here. Now, bolt cutters, obviously they vary in size, so it's not going to be your huge industrial bolt cutter. It'll be more of these smaller, quick, out, I'm breaking the lock of the chain, back in kind of thing. Now, the cool thing about this is that if, say, I'm using one of those industrial size items like a sledgehammer, an axe, hooligan, however you want to pronounce it, there's space in the rear where it comes down, and I can put my hand through here, the handle, and it will come out the bottom here like so. And then I can still access that as well. You also have two smaller admin pouches. There's one right here on the bottom or towards the lower portion. I'm fitting both of my hands in there to give you an idea. And then there's a smaller one also up top. And this one is a little bit deeper, actually. I almost want to say that it's the same size as this one. And then from there, you have the large admin pouch or general purpose pouch. And this holds the actual camelback. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you the camelback that comes with the plate carrier. This is Agilite, by the way, or Agilite, however you pronounce it. And so it's Velcroed in right here. You just undo this Velcro. And it holds 3 liters, so it has the same amount as your issued camelback. And so the way this one is set up, and it's interesting, I don't know if I like it yet or not, I'll have to test it, but it's like a zipper. So you can pull it off, and it slides off like that, and it comes undone. So you see how it'll fold on itself like so. And then it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like a Ziploc bag. It opens up, and then boom, you fill it. But there's rivets in here to where it's a lot stronger than the concept of a Ziploc bag. And this actually, I believe it will fare better than the regular camelback, because the camelback, if you ever sat or popped one of them, the 2 points of failure is right here, the adapter for the hose, or that circle piece that you twist in, and then water comes out through there. So hopefully that prevents, that issue. And then it just slides right in, and it goes all the way down. And then there's Velcro inside as well. And so again, like I said, different mission set, so I don't need a whole lot. I just need enough to essentially allow me to conduct said mission and then kind of get out of there. I'm not staying there, long. I don't want to stay there too long, or else it's not, if I'm staying there, it's not a raid, right? One of the key components of a raid, without getting too much into tactics, is, there's a planned withdrawal. So, and then boom, it comes right here. And then you just clip it in. Bada bing, bada boom. Tuck that zipper in. There you go. And this is just the plate carrier. I won't go over the belt. That's for a different video. But what I highly recommend is, and this is the Gen 3 plate carrier, so there's a difference. The Gen 3 plate carrier and the Gen 2 that you saw from Buckskin Gunfighter. He will be getting the Gen 3 here soon, and he's going to do a video on his side of the house for that as well. Because I believe he also runs the old chest rig on the front, like I was doing this one. And now, you have 2 different perspectives for here. So I hope this kind of gives you some sort of insight on different things, stuff you may or may not like. If you don't like it, so be it. If you do like it, by all means, go ahead and try it out. If you have any questions, comments, or even concerns, please put them in the comments. But this is generally what I'm rocking now. I do believe that this is, in my opinion, better for the mission set that I am doing. And I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to beat that horse to death if I have to. But yeah, this is essentially the down and dirty. And then I'll probably do a few more videos on kind of battle belt and IFAC stuff. But thank you guys for watching. If you have anything for us, don't be afraid to let us know. If you have any ideas, or you want specific videos, or you want to see certain things, we will gladly oblige and give you the time of day so that we can take a look at it. There is cool stuff coming down the pipe, guys. We have stuff planned. I got some corpsmen and possibly some combat medics coming in, and they're going to do videos essentially that go over the IFAC. For a lot of people, some people have never even opened their issued IFAC and actually looked at what's inside, and actually been given a class on what it's used, what the ink contents are used for, and certain like tips and tricks on how to use it. So that's also coming down. And then there's other stuff. There's some fieldcraft stuff coming. So I'm excited. You guys should be excited. Hopefully this channel grows to what we want it to be. At the end of the day, guys, we just want you guys to have as much information and knowledge as possible. So much tools, so many things in your arsenal that you can plug and play and adapt and kind of mix and match how you need your kit, the things you know, applications, all that stuff. So again, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good day.